Welcome. This is EB3, speaking the truth in love, and I just come on for a few minutes to give you guys a word of encouragement. I'm sitting out here getting ready to go into work, but I just want to come on and give you guys a quick word of encouragement. Listen, be still. The Bible says, be still and know that I am God. That's one verse, and then another verse it says, the battle is not yours, it's mine. Look, oftentimes when we're going through things, and as a whole, we're all going through one thing where you have, I would say the established government right now want to take us back to a time where, well, I'll just say less desirable, to a less desirable time for us. For others, it's the good old days. But listen, God has a way of taking care of things. And this battle is not yours. It's not mine. We must fight to a degree. But one of the things that we have to do is sometimes we have to be still. We have to be still and know that God is in control. We have to be still and know that weeping may endure for a night, but joy come in the morning. We have to be still and let God be God. Sometimes we just have to let God be God. Because every time we put our hands in it, every time we put our foot to the plow, every time we get in our mind that we can fix things, it don't turn out right. And that's whether it's the big things or the little bitty things. They don't turn out right when we find ourselves trying to fix things that are beyond our control. In this world that we live in, is majority rules. At least that's what they say. But in all actuality, it's not majority rule. It's the minority controls. What do I mean by that? The 1%ers control. But that's the way it was established. And a lot of people don't understand that, because we've all been indoctrinated on some way, some form, some fashion. That's why they use those words, indoctrination. You're going to be indoctrinated on something. Some of the things you'll be indoctrinated are good and serves a purpose, a greater purpose for the whole. And other things only serve a purpose for the 1%ers. I think often we get too, how do I want to say this? So often we find ourselves too wrapped up into what we can see. An old proverb says you can't see the trees for the forest. And I think that's what what's going on right now. And what's been going on for probably the last 10 years. But as a Christian, we have to understand that we have to let God be God. And you be still. And in being still don't mean that you're just going to sit down and not do nothing. But in being still, you're going to focus on what God told you to focus on, and not what's going on around you. All those things that's going on around you is just trying to grab your attention. So you're looking over here when you really need to be looking right here or right there, right? Stop focusing on the noise and focus on the things that God is trying to show you what to do, how to do. He's saying so often to prepare. He's told us so many times, that hard times were coming. that even in the midst of the toughest times, that he will always have a remnant, and that he would never leave us. He would never forsake us. And so, yes, we got to be vigilant and paying attention to what's going on, but we also have to be still sometimes and just know that the Lord our God is strong and mighty, and he will show us and lead us and guide us into not only the ways of righteousness, but also into the ways of victory. There's a song that we used to sing when I was a little girl, and I know a lot of people, in my personal life, you got an old soul. I had an old soul when I was a little kid, but I'm actually getting to be a little bit older now. But it says, victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory is mine today. I told Satan, get thee behind, because victory today is mine. Listen, be still and know that God is in control. And victory is yours today. Be blessed, be a blessing, and I am out.